the last episode, I arrived in Morocco, cycled out of Tangier, then got stuck in mud, soaked to the bone, passed through huge cannabis fields, saved a turtle, camped in beautiful places, and reached the city Fez. And here, the story goes on. After staying one night in a hotel, I now continue cycling south towards Midelt.
Yeah. Look at this road, it's just endlessly straight. Notice the dogs here in Morocco are very chill. They don't chase you. Right, buddy? You don't chase cyclists. No. Night is approaching, the sun is going down soon, as you can see. So let's find a place to camp. Stocked up a lot of vegetables, lentils, water and everything, because the distances where I can stock up on vegetables are quite big now, I think. Sometimes in the villages there are only snacks available, eggs, bread, water, yeah, but no vegetables, no fresh stuff. So I'm equipped. Let's see what's ahead. I think what you see up there, those houses are the top of this climb. And then I will be at 1,941 meters above sea level. I'm curious what's behind, I want to know. Hopefully good view. That's always like the hope. You cross like a pass, you reach the top and you're like, what's behind? I think that's what drives a lot of cyclists to travel, kind of. What's behind the next corner? What's behind this corner? It's addicting, I think. I never start cycle touring. No, I'm joking. You should definitely start going around on the bike, kind of pushing your body a little bit to the limits, and just see the world. Receive and give kindness. That's awesome. And see dirty cars. Oh shit. Oh, I always hate the smell. Okay, I think I just found something where I could camp, and therefore I'm going down to the riverbed, cross a bridge or tunnel, depending on how you look at it, and then I hopefully end up in a nice place. That's actually not too bad. It's well protected from the wind. That was kind of my goal, to be like that. Okay, so the plan kind of is check out that house and, I don't know, explore the area. Maybe there's something even better. It actually looks pretty good. That's a good shelter for like wind and everything. What is this? Okay, well, I could probably camp here. Or maybe I just continue that canyon a little bit. So let's have a quick look.
So I kept following the riverbed for a little longer in hope to find a beautiful place for my tent. And don't do the same, this is actually quite stupid and extremely dangerous. But because I've analyzed the map of this area and realized that the riverbed doesn't stretch out more than 1 or 2 kilometers, I concluded that this canyon-like structure only carries water after winter, when the snow is melting. And the little bit of water that you see here is likely groundwater that's being pushed up to the surface. So therefore I decided it will be safe to camp here for tonight at the edge of this plateau. I survived the night and start with last night's dinner for breakfast, then stow away my self-made sleeping bag, about which I will talk a little more at the end of this episode. Then empty my tent, give it a good wiggle, pack it up and make sure I leave nothing else than tire and footprints. And then push back to the road.
Woo. That was a crazy move. Gotta hurry up. I don't want to get wet. Ah! Man, the soil here is like super red. Probably you can see it, but it's wow. That looks nice. So it's getting dark very soon, and I don't know, there are so many trucks here on the road sometimes. I will get off the road before it gets really dark, and I've just spotted kind of a path. I checked on the map, kind of goes a little bit in this direction and then leads back to the road. So that might be a really good spot for camping. Let's see. The only foreseeable problem that I could imagine would happen is that it would rain and everything would turn into mud, and then I have tomorrow a quite big problem to get back to the road.
Fortunately, it didn't rain, but the wind was a bit intense. And since I accidentally took only 3 packs on this trip, I was quite challenged to secure my tent properly. But the night went calm, and the next day the sun was back.
This road here is really shit. It's a quite narrow one, and the traffic is quite busy, and people don't care really. They squeeze in every inch. So every time I notice car behind me, I would go on the gravel on the side, and there's no other alternative route right now. So I'll just be very aware of the sounds and everything, and always move away from the road when there's a big car coming. I'm entering slowly the Atlas Mountains, which are on this side. So it will be very, very spectacular soon, I think. I just hope the weather stays fine, because behind me it looks kind of not so good. Wow, that's so nice with the tailwind. Like 0 wind, I'm going like 32 km/h right now, so I match the speed of the wind. Yeah, slightly downhill, it's like awesome. Also the scenery, man, that's beautiful. Some rain over there, some mountains in front of me. Lovely. Part of today is the next kind of 90 kilometer, pretty much only downhill. There's like a small climb in between, but it's nothing worth to mention actually. Check out this. Look at the blue water. Wow. This road is like a dream. Slightly downhill. Awesome landscape. Wow. Just a little bit too much traffic for my taste, but that's okay. Okay, the headwind is getting stronger. Definitely much stronger. I'm actually going downhill, but I have to pedal, and I'm doing 19 km/h. Do you want to say something to the world? Do you want to say something for YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah. Look at these mountains here, everything, guys. Yes. Whee! Wow. That's some awesome shit. Wow. I'm really glad I took this route. Atlas Mountains are really beautiful. I gotta admit that, like really, really awesome.
And that's just kind of the outskirts of the Atlas mountain range. The real awesome stuff will come later.
I'm like in a canyon sort of thing. It reminds me, to be honest, a little bit of Oman actually. So there are a lot of palm trees. Everything is green and wow, it's just mind-blowing. let me park the bike here and show you that view. Let's have a look.
Looking down at the lake, I started thinking where I should set up my tent for this night. So I just decided I roll down and look at my option when something happens.
So it's gonna be another 10 kilometers to the next town where I could restock vegetables. I still have lentils, I still have water. I have 1 can of tuna. And I'm thinking if I just live kind of frugal tonight and camp down there at the lake because it looks beautiful. Because if I would continue now, I would be quite dark then and I would be near a city, so it's not optimal. That might be better. I've spotted another village. I'm not sure if I can buy there anything. Sometimes there's just no way that I could buy vegetables in some places. So let's see. The village, that was not really a village, that was more like a military zone, and it said like it's forbidden to enter. So I didn't. I think they didn't have any vegetables anyway, so let's go down to the lake and camp there. I've got 2 bottles of water, lentils, can of tuna. So I will survive. Easy peasy.
So I continued down to the shore of the lake and spent a peaceful night here. And now it's time to explain you my sleeping bag.
Okay, let me show you my sleeping bag, which I've made by myself with my sewing machine. And yeah, I'd just love to encourage you to try the same because it's a really simple system actually. So, what's flying around here? I don't know. So, how it works, it's a blanket, it's about 2.40 meters or 2.35 meters long in my case, depending on your height. You definitely want to give some extra height because you will lose some height. So 2.40 meters high, 2.35 meters and 1.40 meters wide. On the bottom side, this is for my feet, there is a rubber and an elastic cord that runs through a kind of hose or channel or whatever you want to call it. You can tie that down, and by this you kind of turn that square into a square/sleeping bag mix. And I've added also a zipper. So it's a zipper here that goes down about 40 centimeters in that case. You can do 60 as well. You don't need all the way. Now you can make a knot here, and now we've got a foot box, right? Furthermore, I've added like little black loops. I've attached another elastic cord, and this one goes underneath the mattress. And it's actually wide enough that you can go with like standard thermarest, like 60 or 50 something centimeter. You can go inside and you've got a full-on closed system. Because of this you will lose a few centimeters, but this one is still long enough so I can build always a kind of hood in the night when it's really cold. Or I can just have it like really open when it's really warm. It's about 800 grams and I can compress it down to 5 liters about. And I think I'm good with this, down to -10, -8, with some extra clothes easily. I've had the same model which I lost, just with a different outer fabric but the same insulation, and I've done -15 with a thin liner. So yeah. Really light, really good, really versatile, and you can put it under the hammock as an underquilt. That was kind of the actually initial idea why I made this sort of system. And to complete the system, I've got this. This is a liner. It's a fabric that is called Polartec Alpha. So it's just really thin. It's like a mesh, but it contains like fleece hair. I don't know how to call it. So it's really fluffy and really light. I think that thing is like 150 grams and it goes really small, but it gives you a really good warm to weight ratio, which I think is awesome. Never used it yet because it's not cold, but in theory I could.